What if two of the world's most isolated and controversial nations join forces, not for peace, but for war? Picture this unsettling alliance between North Korea and Russia, two nations that are no strangers to international controversy. Recent developments suggest an escalating camaraderie between these formidable powers. North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, seems to have developed a fondness for Russia's President Vladimir Putin, demonstrated by giant portraits of Putin adorning the walls of North Korean state offices. This visual homage, however, might be more than meets the eye. It could signal a deepening political connection, a shared vision of power and defiance. And what's more, there seems to be a mutual interest in military cooperation. Russia, in particular, might find a valuable partner in North Korea. Amid its own international conflicts, Russia could be eyeing North Korea's vast stockpiles of weapons and ammunition. This unexpected alliance may seem distant and irrelevant to some, but the global implications are far-reaching and potentially threatening. Imagine a world where North Korea, known for its outdated military technology, suddenly gains access to advanced Russian weaponry. In the year 2023, a series of interactions between North Korea and Russia hinted towards a possible military alliance. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, during his trip to Russia, met with senior Russian military officials and President Vladimir Putin. The gathering did not just signify the strengthening of diplomatic ties, but also pointed towards a potential shift in the global military landscape. This shift could result in Russia aiding North Korea in modernizing its aging air force. The Korean People's Army Air and Anti-Air Force, to put it mildly, is a relic of the past, relying heavily on outdated aircraft from the 1950s. But what if this was to change? What if North Korea was to acquire new, advanced aircraft from Russia? Now, such an exchange would violate international sanctions prohibiting arms transfers to North Korea. Yet, the mere speculation of this happening raises several concerns. An upgraded North Korean Air Force could significantly alter the balance of power in the region, affecting not just neighboring countries, but also the global community. Furthermore, a North Korea, equipped with advanced Russian weaponry, could pose a threat to the existing global security architecture. With a modernized air force, North Korea's offensive and defensive capabilities would multiply, putting other nations on high alert. The implications of this potential alliance are far-reaching. A North Korea with an upgraded air force is a formidable force that could drastically shift the power dynamics. The world, as we know it, could change in the blink of an eye. A modernized North Korean air force, courtesy of Russia, could drastically shift the power dynamics in the region and indeed, the world. Can you imagine the chaos if North Korea succeeds in launching a spy satellite thanks to Russian technology? The very thought sends shivers down the spine, doesn't it? In recent developments, North Korea managed to successfully launch a satellite with capabilities of photographing critical US sites. This, we believe, wouldn't have been possible without a helping hand from Russia. This isn't a baseless assumption. South Korean intelligence, after careful analysis, has suggested that the technological assistance from Russia played a significant role in this launch. Prior attempts in May and August had ended in failure, but the November launch was a different story. This is a clear indication of the growing military cooperation between North Korea and Russia, a dangerous liaison that could threaten global security. This successful launch has set off alarm bells across the globe. Countries in the Indo-Pacific region, like Taiwan and Australia, along with European nations such as the UK, France, and Ukraine, have expressed their concerns. They view this satellite launch as a direct threat to their national security. French Foreign Minister Catherine Colonna voiced her fears after a meeting with Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi in Beijing. She expressed concern over Russia acting for the benefit of the North Korean regime, leading to destabilizing activities in the region. This, she pointed out, is in direct defiance of UN Security Council resolutions. Despite the growing concerns and the clear signs of North Korea's threatening behavior, China remains silent. It has neither condemned Pyongyang's satellite launch nor the arms dealings between North Korea and Russia. This begs the question, why is China not using its leverage to curb this threatening behavior? In the words of Robert Rapson, former Deputy Chief of Mission at the US Embassy in Seoul, Beijing, does not feel threatened by these developments. He suggests that China probably views them as useful for its posturing and policies toward the US, South Korea, and Japan. The UN Security Council has also taken note of these developments. US Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield stated that Pyongyang's satellite launch, which uses prohibited ballistic missile technology, is part of an effort to advance its nuclear weapons delivery system. With every successful launch and every closed-door meeting, the North Korean-Russian alliance inches us closer to a world of heightened threats and global insecurity.